I'm vlogging. Hi, what's up guys? Okay, so this week I decided to do something a little different. I'm a rant here, talking about some of the local shopping centers or grocery stores or whatever. I'm sure most people know what I'm talking about. There's one of those stores. They're just so frustrating. You almost have to go there for a certain item that has everything that you need, so it's better just to go there, go to the one store just once instead of going to more than one store where everybody goes to, and you have to deal with the stupid people. I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention any names, any stores. I'm sure most people know what I'm talking about. The frustrations of local shopping centers and the people that come with it. Okay, well, let's start off with just the parking lot itself. The frustrations that come with just trying to park. That's all you want to do is park. For me personally, it doesn't really matter where I park. I'm not real picky. If it's cold or raining, yeah, I try to get closer to the store, but there are those that really frustrate me because they're very picky. I don't know if they're so hard-headed about where they park because they're lazy, they don't want to walk that far. They'll go the wrong way down the aisles of the parking lot, and you can see which way to go because there's a little arrow that points, that tells you which direction to drive, plus all the directions the cars are parking. They're all lined up in the same direction. Somebody that's coming the wrong direction towards me, I have to play chicken with them, and you're left with like that much room just to get around each other so they can hurry up and get around the other side to park in that one parking place they have to have, and you should be slapped. Sitting in the middle of the parking lot where nobody can get around you because you want a certain parking place. Customers coming out just got into their car, and these people will park their car and wait. They will sit and wait with a dozen cars behind them so they could have that parking place. It drives me insane. Go find another parking place. It is not going to hurt you to walk from your car to the front door. That is the problem with our culture these days. Everybody's lazy. Nobody wants to get out and walk. They don't want to walk from their car to the store. Do something physically good for yourself. Get some exercise and walk from your car to the store. Another thing that drives me crazy is when I see, especially when I see like an elderly person or children or walking or trying to walk across the pedestrian crosswalk, and you see somebody in a car speed through it and won't wait on them. It's a pedestrian crosswalk. It's for the pedestrians to walk across. You are supposed to slow down, yield for pedestrians. Pedestrian crosswalk is for pedestrians to walk across. But usually I tend to walk really slow just to make people slow down. Now let's talk about when you're inside the store shopping. You try to hurry up and go, 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 go. That's the way of the world. Go, go, go. I understand this. I'm like that myself. There are many frustrating things in the store that makes me just want to... When people act clueless. You might be trying to go from point A of the store to point B of the store. Somebody walks out in front of you and they're walking really slow. It's kind of like driving a car. When you're going down a highway and somebody shoots out in front of you and decide to do 20 miles an hour, and the reason they're walking real slow is because they're having a very in-depth conversation on their cell phone. It just makes me want to slap them in the back of the head. If it's an important phone call, be a little bit more considerate. Step out of the way. Get your conversation out of the way, and then go in there and get what you need to get. I understand quick conversations. You call the wife and say, hey, I forgot what you wanted me to get for supper. Just what do you need me to get? Done. Continue the day. But those people that just walk out in front of you, he said, she said, and she said, and he said, and she said, did you see what she was wearing? And the whole time you're standing behind them going, I want to shoot myself. The next thing that gets under my skin is when you come upon an aisle and there's several people in the middle of the aisle having a conversation. I haven't seen you so long. They're standing in the middle of the aisle. Nobody can get by them. Nobody can get around these people because they're having a family reunion in the middle of the store aisle. Because I just want to get my groceries. The grocery store or the shopping center is not a place for a family reunion. It is a place for everybody to come in and buy something they need or want. Okay, it is not a place for you to visit with long lost relatives, long lost friends, or anything else. Now, granted, if you see somebody you want to talk to, that's fine, but at least get out of the way and let people through and do their shopping like they're needing to do. The next thing I'm going to talk about in these shopping centers, these grocery stores, clothing stores, whatever it may be, is when you have that one person, that single one person, and it's usually just one, maybe two, because sometimes it's a couple, will park their shopping cart on one side of the aisle, okay, which is fine. They will leave their shopping cart and walk to the other side of the aisle, blocking up the aisle, because now their cart's on one side and they're on the other. And they stand there and they just look at the shelf. Do I want that? Or do I want that? Or do I want that kind with beans? Or do I want that kind with jalapenos? And they block you from going where you need to go. And a lot of time, it's those moments when you think, okay, well, I can squeeze in between the cart and the lady. That way it should be no problem. But when you go to squeeze in between them, or whoever it may be, will slightly move. Just enough to make you stop. Now let's move on to inside the store and checking out. It's time to check out. And you're ready to get out of that store before you just go completely insane. And while you're sitting there banging your head against the conveyor that with your handful of groceries that you're just trying to get and get out, the ones that you'll be waiting in line, and they'll look at it and they go, and it may only be 50 cents difference. It don't matter to them. 50 cents, $1. I don't care if it's a $2 difference. It don't matter. That's the wrong price. That was on sale. That was on clearance. I demand a price check. And then you gotta wait for that person to go price check it. They come back, and then the person just to change their mind. I understand getting to your wits' end and getting frustrated and I'm ready to kill somebody. I understand that. Because you have to sit there and wait on these fools. We do all have to live in this country together. Be nice. Now I feel better. I feel better about my life. I don't feel like I want to commit suicide as much now. As usual, subscribe. Peace out. Later.